Boys, before you go, you know, it was always an amazing feat when a Taylor team won the state. Like, you won the regionals and went to the World Series to represent our Taylor North. So we've had such abundance of a bounty of good players that we wanted to take this moment and make certain that you had your time to be recognized for what you've done to represent this city, Taylor North, your parents, your coaches, your community. So thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I agree. We won a state in 2007, but nowadays, you know, these World Series champs, regional champs, and everything makes it look like we didn't do much. Item 6.2 is a motion.
Gotta take a vote.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We did it different. I think last time we were vote. And if anyone that came would like to leave during the vote, you're fine to do that. All those in favor say yes. All those opposed say no. The yeses have it. Motion carried. Thank you for closing the door. Mr. Mayor.
Item 6.2 is a motion to approve the reappointment of Diana Chavez to the Library Board for a 5-year term to expire October 3rd, 2028.
Motion.
Support. Motion by Councilman Brandana, supported by Councilman Johnson. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes. All those opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. Mrs. Chavez, if you can come forward and be sworn in. As long as you don't have grass seed on your shoes, as I was leaving the neighborhood, she was working on her front lawn. And her daughter got married just in the last.
I, Diana Chavez, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Michigan, the Constitution of the State of Michigan, the Charter of the City of Taylor, the Charter of the City of Taylor, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Library Board member according to the best of my ability. Thank you.
While she's signing that, I had not been into the library in a while. My kids have, but if there's any show that you were interested in, I found a kind of gap, and through the inter-library system, I was able to get season 5 and 6 of a certain show. It was interesting when they gave you the receipt. They said, you saved $70. So it's pretty interesting. You know, our libraries are not just books anymore. Billions. Mr. Mayor.
Item 6.3 is a motion to approve the tentative agreement between the City of Taylor and the Taylor Governmental Management Association.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Councilman Johnson.
Support.
Supported by Councilwoman Whitten. Is there any discussion?
Chairman,
Yes.
I would like to ask that there's a postponement for 2 weeks, and that you go through everything a little bit more. I have several questions.
If you could, I'm sorry, just bring the mics down to you. There you go.
Being that I just got the packet on Friday, I would like a little more time with this contract, so I would ask for a postponement of 2 weeks. Can we get a motion to?
Well, so that, since the maker of the motion in support it would have to either withdraw their motion or agree to the postpone.
I agree with the postponement.
I do not.
Need a second on the motion to postpone.
Yeah. Need a second, well, no, there's already a motion on the floor. So that we would have to, that's the main motion, we'd be making a revision to the motion, and the maker and the supporter do not agree. Yes,
Are we
Councilman.
allowed to comment at this time?
What's that?
Are we allowed to make a comment at this time?
We are.
So, I mean, we had this before us 2 weeks ago with the premise, I think some people voted no on it in order to give, you know, the new council person time. So we would vote on it tonight, and now we're asking to postpone it again, where
through the chair, that's not true. It was pointed out that if you needed that contract, it was to be printed and given to you.
That's not what I was told.
Okay, I'm sorry, don't want to have it back and forth. You made a comment, the mayor, it looks as though Mr. Pizzurro would like to be recognized.
Yeah, just following up with Councilman Witten, 2018 is a long time, and 2 more weeks is 2 more weeks without a raise, and 2 more weeks without job certainty, 2 more weeks wondering if the legislative body of the city supports the management team that operate every major department in the city, so it might not be a big deal to you, but I can assure you, we have 20 employees, so it's a big deal to them. As far as 2 more weeks, we've got 6 people that have been in office for a long time. They've had ample time to review the material. As a formal councilman, I assume maybe you would show up and abstain today. I would assume that whether it's since Friday or 2 weeks from today, that you might not be prepared. And I think nobody would have a problem with you abstaining because of the time frame through which you had this material. Everyone else should be ready to vote. We've been looking at this thing for a long time. We've had lots of labor contracts. Let's show these people the respect they deserve. And let's vote. And if there's new information, let's talk about it. We got an open meeting. Let's throw it all on the table. Tell us what your problems are. Tell us what you don't like, and tell us what's preventing you from voting on it. Let's be fair to the people who run the city.
Sure.
Councilwoman.
If there's new information, I believe what I saw today, I don't know how that's really relevant to voting on this. TGMA is recognized as the bargaining unit. I don't know how much of this we should discuss, or if we should motion to go into closed door to discuss if there's issues that were brought today that should be discussed in closed door instead of postponing it.
Transparency is always good.
Right. I don't want to misspeak if I don't mind saying what I want to say right now as long as it's appropriate.
Before recognizing you, Mr. Plato, if someone goes over the line in terms of discussion that you feel, please speak up. Councilwoman Brady.
I just wanted to add something. So I thought that we couldn't talk about negotiations out here until it was a final contract. I thought that was the rule. So like that's why we go in the closed door to talk about the questions that we have before the contract. I thought that's how it works, but I might be wrong.
Through the chair, could I ask Councilwoman Bandana, the negotiation part of this contract has been accomplished between the administration and the union. What's before the council is just to approve that contract. So you can go into closed session to discuss negotiations or for open-ended matters, but right now there do not appear to be any open-ended matters.
Councilwoman.
I guess to continue,
Councilwoman.
yes, there's a bargaining unit, there's been in negotiations. I think we're facing possible unfair labor practices that we're delaying this. I don't know if we're against raises, job security, severance, benefits. In this right now, I mean, I work in HR, it's hard to hire people, it's hard to retain people, and I think we're sending a message to these people that we don't value them. When we keep saying, it's 2 more weeks, it's 2 more weeks. This negotiation has been going on for a long time, and they've been without raises. I don't think many of us that work have went years without raises. They have, and I think it's time that we vote on it. Or if there's issues, we've had ample time to bring those forward to administration if there were specific concerns on this contract. And I'm going to say, there's not everything in here that, I mean, there's things I've talked with Mr. Pizzurro about that I would prefer to be different. But overall, I think it's a good contract.
Is there any further discussion? Any member that hasn't been recognized?
I just wanted to
Go right
caution
ahead.
not name names.
Yes, sir. Councilman Ramik.
Through the chair, Mr. Pizzurro, can you explain to me what we got today in reference to which you filed March the 3rd of 2023 to the state, which brought what to us? What we saw today was something that I've never seen before, it's never been advised of. Can you explain what that was?
What you saw was a filing that the union made, which was a request and an agreement between the administration and the union to bring in mediation to help the 2 parties try and resolve a contract that's been expired since 2018. So you saw a filing that had my name and Ms. McCarty's name on it, agreeing to mediation, which we then proceeded to have, I don't have the exact dates, but March and April-ish, or April and May. But basically, that was the application to have a state-appointed mediator come in and help the process.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Becerra, how long was this in mediation?
Again, I'm going to say March to April, several weeks.
So that's a bargaining process.
Correct.
Did you ever have the inkling of maybe notifying council that you were in mediation?
We told you guys multiple times that this has been through mediation, so if you didn't pick up on specifically what that meant, it's fair that I didn't show you the form, but everybody's aware that we did that, yes.
To the chair, Mr. Becerra, you do agree that this council should be the ones to approve a contract, as you've been part of before?
It depends.
Oh, here we got the pins now. Go ahead, explain it.
Well, I mean, we've got a contract to approve, and we've got a valid document, and I haven't heard a reason why we wouldn't approve it. So if we're going to have a situation where we're trying to employ 28 people under a contract that this council refuses to approve, we'll take a look at what our options are.
So you don't think, even with a new council member sitting up here, that this council shouldn't come to an agreement that we all vote on it with pure knowledge, and that this new individual council person shouldn't be allowed to vote on